Hi everyone, my name is Dana. Welcome back to my planned YouTube channel. I got a new setup. Isn't that wild? It's been a while. I know. I'm sorry. On this channel, I like to maintain a certain level of professionalism, so that means with the quality of editing, there's gonna be like a lot of time. I'm just kidding. You know, life happens. Life happens. What can I say? I have no excuse. Sorry. Yeah, so since it's been so long since we've seen each other, I missed you so much, I figured I could do an updated kind of like planned setup tour, because now, oh my goodness, I have 2 shelves. Isn't that wild? 2 shelves. Only one grow light though, but that's okay because like behind you there's a window and the sun shines like on this one. So there's no like real rush. I mean, I'm making some haste, but like money be tight right now. So, you know. Alright, so starting off with a plant that was behind you. This one's not in the setup. This is my monster Silk Picana. I have another tiny baby one that is deceased down there. I don't know. I used to have such good luck with this plant, and now I'm having the opposite. So yeah, this one's well rooted. It just lost every single leaf except one. But you know, hopefully that's a good sign that it's getting its shit together. And one day I'll have a nice big plant again. I'm actually gonna set her here. I'm gonna throw these away. I'll be right back. Alright, so then we're just gonna go in order. I don't know if you can see it. I'll lift her up. This is my pink princess philodendron. I'm gonna set her down for a second. There we go. My pink princess philodendron. She's grown a little bit since we last seen her, I think. I don't know, it's been a while, like I said, since I posted anything. She's doing well. I grew impatient with some of her leaves quite recently, and snapped them off because they were doing that interim thing and I didn't want to wait. And yeah, so that's on me. However, regardless of that, she's still growing well. She's still putting up variegation. This last leaf lacked variegation, so hopefully the next one has variegation. But, you know, it's whatever. I paid like $20 for her, so it's not like the end of the world if she's not the most highly variegated plant to ever exist. And, you know, I'm gonna have to chop her soon, and then hopefully I can cultivate, you know? Anyways, next up is my variegated string of hearts, and I just recently put a bunch of baby propagations on the top, and I think I need water already. All my plants have been drying out so fast, but yeah. And I also just chopped her and gave a bunch of cuttings away to one of my friends. Because I have so many propagations right now that I would have had to literally just throw them away. So, yeah. She's doing well though, she's lovely. Alright, next up is my Silver Glory string of hearts, and look at this fucker. It's a mutated crazy man. Look at that, look at that. Look at how weird. Look at this one. Look at how weird. It's weird. But that's cool. Like, look at it, has huge leaf clusters. I've never seen any string of things do this before. So that's wild. Did I make something new, or is this like a common occurrence, or is it like bad? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm just letting it do its thing. But yeah, it's pretty long. I could probably trim it and then add more up top, because I would eventually like to have a big pot of this one, but it also is in a really cute owl pot right now, so like, once again, no rush sort of thing. I have 2 painted lady cuttings here. This one, I literally chopped them this week, and this one's already putting out roots, so I love her. This one is also putting out roots. I love her too. It's just so rewarding. This is my string of spades. Oh my lord. Okay, it's attached to my string of hearts. This is my string of spades. It's by far the most thriving out of the 3. My string of hearts is kind of going through a rough patch right now. Me too, says. Honestly. But yeah. And then I have 2... I've had these 2 pink princess cuttings for the longest time, and I tried desperately to root them in perlite, but like not in a closed perlite prop box, just like in a cup. And I just let them dry out and all the roots would die, and then I'd remember and water them, and then they grow roots, and then I let them dry out and the roots would die. So I'm just doing good old water propagation, and hopefully it still wants to live. Oh! Be careful. This is my string of hearts. She needs some TLC, but it looks like she's kind of getting herself I put like so many propagations in here that I don't think are ready, and like this whole chunk died off, so it just looks bad. I need to, one day, I'll record a video of me doing plant care. That'll motivate me, I think, if I'm recording. But yeah. Also, oh, I need to show you. I just recently put up LEDs. Look at it, can you see? I don't know if you can see, but I put, well, you should probably be able to see in that corner. But yeah, I put up LEDs. Pretty neato. I feel really cool. However, I didn't know that the remote needed batteries, so I can't do anything with them right now, because, yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can untangle this bad boy. Alright, next up is my monster Adansonii. Oh! So this is what I'm talking about. There we go. Okay. I just vacuumed too. This is my monster Adansonii. It used to have such bigger leaves, but where it was growing, water got like trapped behind it, and then it rotted, and I couldn't save it. So we're rebuilding a little bit. This leaf has some damage, but don't we all? And then it does have this little thing going on down here. I was thinking of cutting and giving this to my friend too, because I have a friend who is getting into houseplants, and I don't know anyone around me who's into houseplants, so it's like really fun to share. So yeah, this is my Adansonii. It's the wide form, I believe. I don't know. It's a big boy. That's all I know. Next up is my Philodendron micans. I chopped this bad boy all the way back, not even a year ago. Maybe, no, it was about a year ago, I'd say. So this is what we're working with now. I took a bunch of propagations, didn't let them root enough because I grew impatient and killed most of them. However, I did give some that I kept alive to my friend who's recently into plants. So, you know, there's that, but I'm just glad I have something that survived. I don't know why. Oh no, I do know why. It was dropping all of its leaves, so it just was like this naked bare vine for like most of it. And that's why I chopped it. But it was a real shame because it was putting out like huge leaves. Because what it did was, it was growing down, but then it just like doubled back and grew up itself. And when it grew up itself, like, you know, since it was climbing, his leaves like doubled. It was awesome. This is my painted lady. She's looking like rough for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, actually I know why. She had a bunch of little offshoots at the bottom that I chopped off, and now she's looking a little naked without them. But my plan is, once those root, maybe sell one, put the other one back in with her, and uppot her. She desperately needs, you know, maybe that's why she's looking rough. She needs to be uppotted too, like, desperately. And then this is my Philodendron squamiferum, and this one is also looking a little bit rough. And once again, don't know why. It has one shoot that I would like to eventually chop off and make a cutting and then have more. And then it's like split in two, but I don't want to chop that one off because then it will look naked without it. Like, it needs to have two of these. But at the same time, if I chop it off and then pot it back in, if one of the vines gets sick, I don't lose the entire plant. So I don't know, I'll figure it out, but that's kind of my situation right now with this guy. Then I have my variegated Philodendron micans, the Halo variety, and it's reverting a little bit, which is kind of a omega disappointment, but like that's fine. Also, I can just chop it back and, you know, bingo, probably get variegation back. Yeah, it's really reverted actually. I should probably do something about that. But yeah, it's, you know, it's doing its thing, I suppose. It's just not as great as I thought it would be. You know, the Halo one is kind of jank. I should have just gotten the other one, like the marbling variegation. But it was on sale. Typically, I like was seeing these sell for like over $100, and I got it for $17, so that was cool. And then I have my, whoa, my Hoya macrophylla outer variegation form, and it's doing good. You know, all of my Hoya, I think I should not have potted in ceramic. No? terracotta. They dry out so fast. It's so difficult to keep up with them. And where I have all of them potted right now, like when I'm watering, I always knock one over. That's just a thing that happens. So I will be repotting these, and you know what, I'll do that in a video for you guys. But yeah, my Hoya macrophylla, this new leaf that I put out is looking like really, really pretty. I'm really impressed with it. But yeah, this is a Hoya that I really wanted for a long time, but where I have it set, I just can't appreciate it, which is kind of annoying. Oh my gosh, look at these two new leaves actually. This one's like spotted, what the heck? Weird. I'll have to do something. I've been treating them with rubbing alcohol, like a rubbing alcohol solution, not just like pure rubbing alcohol, but I'm wondering if maybe my solution is a little too strong and it's damaging the leaves. Just because it's pest season around these parts, and I don't want to deal with that. I should also probably do diatomaceous earth. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. I should probably do diatomaceous earth though, just because I have so many plants, and that's the best way, in my opinion, to like prevent pests, is just absolutely bake those guys in the white stuff, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely plaster them with some whites. I'm sorry. I'm in a mood today. Okay, this is my Hoya Crimson Queen, and I watered her yesterday, and she's bone dry. What does she want? Like, I need to repot all these. Terracotta is not the vibe for Hoya. And then this is my Hoya Chelsea, except here it went to crinkle 8, I think. So I'm gonna chop her back to like here, and then I'll have a crinkle 8 and a Chelsea, because yeah, I'm seeing 8 crinkles on this, and then this one is Chelsea. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It looks pretty wild though. It took forever to put out any leaves. It was such a slow grower when I first got it, so I'm kind of apprehensive to, you know, chop it. But at the same time, it does have a little growth point here that it's working on. So even if I were to chop it to here, it already is figuring itself out. So maybe it'll be fine. But the pot that it's in, oh my gosh, this thing always falls. So at least it doesn't dry out constantly. This is my Hoya Hiatus. It still has some diatomaceous earth on it, but it needs more, you know? It also needs a different product. No, you know what? It's gonna stay in here for as long as it can. This is, like, I don't want plants to be in pots bigger than this, then they take up too much space. So this is its home forever. But yeah. I really love her. I love when her leaves come out and they're like this dark. So pretty. I'd love a variegated form of her too. But you know, for right now, we're saving money. And then this is my Hoya pubicalis. It's looking a little sad in some parts, but in other parts it's looking good. So I don't know what she wants from me. She needs water. She wants water. Never mind, figured it out. All of them want water. This is my Rhaphidophora. Hey? It's sad. I hate the soil it's in. I hate it. I used to have it like tucked really far away so I couldn't water it enough. So she needs a whole makeover. Extreme full makeover. I'm gonna literally take her in the shower and shower her. And then I'll take and just have it grow up one side of the plank instead of this two-sided nonsense. How am I supposed to do both sides and like have it get adequate light? I don't know who they think I am. Seriously. Oh, over here I have my Monstera Standeliana Aurea. I think that's it. And this is the leaf it came with, and I was expecting, you know, mediocre variegation, and ever since then it's been putting huge, like, chunky variegation, so at least someone's doing well. This is my Hartley philodendron. This is my Hartley philodendron. I might have a video of my Hartley philodendron I used to have, and then I chopped it back, kept like 2 cuttings from it, and it was not thriving and hasn't been thriving since. So maybe it will thrive now. And then this is my Hoya Crimson. Oh my gosh, I have 2 pots. Well, this is my Hoya Crimson Princess. I completely chopped up my Hoya Crimson Princess, and this was the cutting I decided to keep for myself. I have another cutting that I decided to keep for myself, but then it put out green growth, so that's a no. I'm not keeping that one for myself anymore. I'll sell it or something, I guess. But yeah. Alright, next up is my Monstera Sampinata, and this one is yellowing because it needs more water and it needs less sunlight, I think. So yeah, but I also need to chop off the runner because it was trying to climb this tiny little stake and quickly outgrew it. So I need to, my plan is when I pot it, I'm gonna put it on, I'm gonna put on this, and that'll last me a while. So that'll be good, but yeah, that'll be a whole thing. And you know what? Maybe I'll record a video and oh, wow, I can do so much with you guys. This is my Monstera Deliciosa. Yeah, this is my Monstera Deliciosa. You may remember I used to have a big plant in it. And that was cool and all, except for the fact that it took up so much space. So I kept one cutting from her, and this is it. And we'll see how she does. She's a little dry, I think I need to water her. But yeah, I don't know. It's like if I ever want a really big plant, like right now, I can just go to any big box store and get one. I literally just got my friend a Monstera Deliciosa for like $20. So, it's not a big deal. But I'm here for the journey. This is my Hiatus Lisa! And wow, has she grown. Though I forgot to water her for a while, so she dropped like all of her bottom leaves, but like it's okay, you know? She's fine. Look at all of her new leaves. I might need to get her a thing that I can wrap her around because this is getting a little out of control, you know? And now, my beautiful, exquisite philodendron grantianum. I got this plant on a whim, and then I realized I didn't really like it. I don't know why I still have it. It's not doing well, it's not thriving. It has one leaf and nothing else really. It has like a growth pointer. Oh no, it has a little tiny leaf. But yeah, I'm getting rid of like all the other cuttings of this plant because it's just not the plant for me, I've learned. It's like hella dramatic and hella not my vibe. So it's on the bottom shelf because, yeah. Alright, and then this is my Synapsis Tribia Moonlight, and it's yellowing, but the leaves that are yellowing are all the ones that I took as cuttings, like node cuttings, and I think it's finally just deciding that it doesn't want to put energy into them anymore, and now, like, look at all the new growth it's putting out. So I'm not, like, super nervous, but it's, like, also kind of ugly. I'm kind of annoyed that it looks like this right now, but at least it's finally growing. This is my favorite leaf, it just put it out, so, you know, as long as I keep on seeing stuff like that, I think it'll be good, but yeah, there's, like, so many new shoots coming out. This is the only Synapsis I have in my collection. I don't know, I see them in stores, but I've always just gravitated more towards philodendron. But I don't know, there's like a few Synapsis where if I see them in stores I would get, but I don't think I'd ever order them. I don't know, we'll see. This is another really sad situation actually. This is my Glacier Pothos, and this used to be my favorite plant in my collection. I think I overwatered her a little bit. My bad. Yeah, this used to be my favorite plant in my collection, so it's really disappointing to see how it's going out. Just give me a second. There, that's better. Okay, yeah, so it's, I don't know. It's really sad. It's still growing, but like all of its leaves are yellow and splotchy and crusty. I think it's because the pot it's in just drains too much water too fast. So I put this Land O'Lakes cup underneath it to retain water longer. I just think I need to repot it. But I have some more cuttings from it that are still rooting, and I'm kind of waiting until they root and then I can put them all together. But yeah, kind of a disappointing thing because you remember, that used to be my pride and joy. So the fact that this is what it's come to, kind of sad. This is my Hoya carnosa, and it's another one of those terracotta situations where, yeah, it's just not looking good for her. I was so scared that it had thrips on, but it's just like soil. But yeah, I'm gonna have to change all my Hoya out of terracotta. That was not the move for me. Honestly, people used to really hype terracotta, and that's why I got it. They're liars. Don't listen to people. Just get plastic. Literally, these cups work better for growing plants than terracotta has for me, so that's all I'm gonna say. Next up is this spider plant, and I can finally give her the love and attention she deserves now that she's away from that window. So all of her new growth has been a lot nicer, and she put out this shoot while she was over there, but hopefully I can have her grow it out and then pop it in here. I might actually have to just figure out her soil and root situation, because she's got a lot going on, but she has a little new growth thing coming too, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, however, she's looking real worse for her. She's looking pretty bad. It's a spider plant. I can't believe I did this to a spider plant, but I'm not gonna get rid of her, and I hope I can keep her alive because she was a gift from one of my teachers in high school. And I graduated in 2020, and now it's almost 2024. And I got her as a little tiny shoot. And he doesn't even have that spider plant anymore. So it's kind of sad. Yeah, I'm friends with I'm friends with my teachers, okay? And then next up is my golden pothos, and she's kind of lacking the golden part of golden pothos, but you know, that's what I got her as, that's what she is, even though she's literally just a jade pothos at this point. So yeah, this is it. I might have 2 Monstera cuttings. I'm not sure. It's either a Monstera or a Rhaphidophora. But yeah, so this is my golden pothos, my jade pothos, whatever she is. But I also, this is another plant. I used to have a really big plant of completely chopped it up, and this is what's left. She's doing a lot better than my glacier pothos, that's for sure. Then this is my dragon tail pothos. I got this one, and it was just really wild and weird, so I chopped it up, and these are the cuttings that I have so far of it. And I'm really excited to have like a full plant, because it was literally one weird vine when I first got it. I might have put it in a video, you might have seen it. But yeah, so this is it now. It's looking a little rough, but that's because she's, you know, she's in an awkward phase in her life. She'll figure it out, I'm sure. This is my Simu Blue pothos. This is her. This is my Simu. I should just buy one from a store. I literally got this as 2 cuttings. It's just never thrived for me, and I know why. I know it's because I put it in this stupid big pot, and then I had it literally right underneath the grow light because there's no other space for it, and now it has 1 leaf and 2 naked vines. So we'll see what she does, but yeah, it's kind of embarrassing, honestly, as someone who likes to think they know quite a bit about plants. This is my silver sword. I chopped it back, tried to take propagations. This plant is really difficult to propagate, so that didn't work. But it grew back at the stump, and now I have 2 different shoots of it growing, and I'm just gonna let her do her thing for a while. Maybe I'll put like a plank in to help her climb, and we'll see how that goes. Oh! I don't know if you can see it, but this is my Rhaphidophora cursiva. I'm not going to be moving her, but she put out the most beautiful, immaculate large leaf, and I'm in love. So that's pretty cool. She's doing well. Her new leaf got damaged because I had to move her when I set up this shelf, and it was while she was putting out this new leaf. So it's looking a little worse for wear, but that's okay. It's still a nice size leaf, so that's all that really matters, honestly. So I'm gonna go to my really sad ones. I had these in a room that I never went into for like the longest time, so this is my snake plant. How do you make a snake plant brown? I don't know, but I figured it out. This is my Sansevieria cylindrica, and she's actually been putting out a lot of new growth. I'm pretty surprised, but also not really, because they're like supposed to do this. Oh my gosh, and this is the one I'm most ashamed of, honestly. This is my ZZ Plant beard. Look at, I've massacred him. I know he'll be fine. Oh my gosh. I know he'll be fine because he's a ZZ Plant, and now that I can actually remember he exists since I have them all in the same area, I'll be able to give him the attention he so deserves. I'm so sorry. But yeah, it's... Poor guy. I just got my friend like a huge ZZ Plant too, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right, I have one of those. And I went to check up on him, and it was like, ooh. Right. And then this is my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. It's finally starting to look like a halfway decent plant. It's still putting out like a lot of brown and like yellow weird leaves, but I'm a lot less ashamed of it than I was like when I first started growing all the propagations in here. It dries out really fast, obviously, because I have like 6 different plants in here, but I don't know. I would like to grow it up, but there's so many plants in here that I just don't know how I would make that happen, but I'm not sure if I have a video of it, but it used to have like inner like fenestrations. So I don't know, I might just have this one vine, and then I'll take a cutting to grow up, and then I'll like sell this one, because I don't like having duplicates of plants. And then this is my golden goddess philodendron, or lemon lime upright, and I chopped her back because she was dropping a lot of leaves because I had her right next to a window, and when it got cold she would drop all of her leaves. So then I took cutting off this weird stalk, and then there's another second one that was growing that I took a cutting off of, and I have them both rooting right now, and then I'll pot them back in. But yeah, this is it for right now. And then last but not least, this is my Epipremnum Baltic Blue, and it's my newest addition to my collection. She's looking so good. This vine especially, I'm like, I kind of want to stake her out. I want to stake all my plants out because of like her like leaves like this. I want more of that. Give me more of that, please, and thank you. But either way, I love like her dark foliage, and I don't know, very unique plant. I actually bought it, and then I gave half of it to my friend who's getting into plants. Very exciting. But yeah, definitely a fun addition. And like I said, money be tight right now, but it's like, 'tis the season for getting more plants. I don't know, I always buy more plants once the plants outside die. So it's like really difficult for me because I want more plants right now. But I will somehow survive. Anyhow, oh, I also have Global Green pothos, but it's propagating in one of my crop boxes. Because that plant just, I don't know, it was too much, so I just put it somewhere to die and took cutting. Oh, it's terrible, but that's what I did. But yeah, so that's my plant collection. Some of them are doing good, some of them not so good. However, now that I got my life more together and I'm kind of figuring things out, hopefully I can put more time and effort into keeping my plants happy and healthy. And honestly, maybe it's for the best that I'm not getting more plants, because I'd honestly rather have all my plants be 100% and taken care of and make sure they have no pests and treated really good before I start adding more to the collection, because in the long run I feel like if these aren't 100% and I get more, then none of them will be 100% and it'll just stress me out. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. Thank you for sticking with me while I was absent for a prolonged period of time. I will hopefully try to be more consistent with plant videos. Obviously, I don't have the biggest collection, so I can't be that plant YouTuber where I just, you know, upload all the time. But my goal is once a week or once every other week. So we'll see if I can stick to that. I'm really trying to hustle and grind, and it's just fun to have a hobby, but also be able to share it, I guess. So yeah, and I don't know. I like I said, I do have that one friend now, but even still, it's like I don't have a lot of people where I can just talk plants. So it's cool that people on the internet are actually interested in what I have to say about plants. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!